What fool thing is Johnny doing now? Well, he's writing yet another short novel, and this one is called Lee Hacklin, Private Investigator in Real Estate of Fear. Here we go, Chapter 4. The story continues. Later that morning, I was in my office and struggling to keep my eyes open. Never mind why. Love, soft as an easy chair. You live day after day thinking, well, this sucks. Then wham, someone new enters your life, and suddenly all the colors of the world seem brighter, the air feels fresher, food tastes better, smiles feel more natural, and episodes of Three's Company are a little less predictable. The half glass of water becomes half full. My one window, as the crow flies, was wedged open. The August sun was cooking me, my curtains were holier than Chrissy Snow's brain, and I was less than engaged in my latest literary diversion, Criminals Are Victims and Victims Are Criminals, by Dr. Eve L. Apologist. I tease. Actually, it was Commissioner Gord DeMate of the Australian Federal Police in Ruthless People, about a gang of kangaroo poachers. Didn't I tell you this was a mistake, Brett? You think everything's a mistake, Bernie. You think fire, the wheel, and the Industrial Revolution are mistakes. You think free market capitalism is a mistake, yet you're a salesman. War isn't always won by invasion. It can be won by infiltration, too. If I was dreaming, then this had to be the dullest dream of all time. My eyes opened. Two men, clearly brothers, stood before me. They were wearing, of all things, matching suits, right down to a red hanky in each of their blazer pockets. The older one had thinning hair, a trim physique, and a cheerful demeanor. The younger one had thick hair, a portlier physique, and a stern disposition. I stood, banged my knee against the bottom of my desk. I don't do that on purpose, ouch, and extended my hand. Sorry, I was up all night saving the world. Lee Hacklin. I'm Brett Cook, and this is my brother Bernie. We own and run the Brett Brothers Real Estate Agency in Brooklyn. Please sit down. Would either of you gentlemen like a cup of coffee? Bernie fished out his hanky and draped it on one of my client chairs before he sat. That was something my mother did every time she was here. The chair protested, and Bernie said, "Coffee causes bladder cancer." I replied with my trademark toothy grin, "Living causes death, Mr. Cook." Or should I call you Captain? Brett chuckled and said, "Oh, don't call him that. Bernie hates the military." Bernie harumphed. "With good justification. Remove all weapons from the warmongers of the world, and you'll end war." I turned on my coffee maker, hi baby, and said, "I agree 100,000 million billion %. All Roosevelt, Eisenhower, and Patton had to do was fly to Germany and give poor Adolf a group hug." Bernie exploded. "Don't you dare patronize me. I made 10 grand last month. I'll bet that's more money than you'll ever see in your lifetime. You call this an office? There's a crack in your ceiling and your curtains are moth-eaten. Brett, let's give the police more time. These private eye types give me the creeps." My patience needle was nearing the red zone. I had the creeps once. Got them my senior year from my art teacher. One shot of penicillin and I was right as rain. Bernie fumed. "You're about as funny as a heart attack." With terrifying timing, he gasped and clutched his heart. He bolted upright, stumbled around, and I caught him just before he made one big leap for oblivion kind out my window. My pills. It's our first draft. Thanks for watching. Happy Sunday. Don't forget God loves you. And so does Johnny. Cheers.